Hello everybody, welcome to Genshin stream. We're going to be starting with an ad, I'm sorry. They suck, but they're sadly necessary.
Do I still have to finish? Let's see. 1, 2. Not so many.
Huh? Okay. I don't think I have this character. But free Prima Gems. Please be a voice.
Wait,
there we go.
the person drinking tea over there. Isn't that Yerlon? Oh, looks like she's having some kind of tea party with friends. We're just in time. Aren't we gonna go say hi?
Well, Officer Edler, after all that work, I think we've got them this time. Might take a few days to wrap up things in the field. In the meantime, I think you've earned yourself a break.
Much appreciated, Miss Yelan. This case really took it out of me. 13 strongholds. One thieving weasel after another. We rounded up so many people, you almost start to hope a few were innocent, just to balance it out. I'm just glad we finally took down these crooks. Anyway, I'm gonna drop in on that old classmate of mine in Chaoying Village and reminisce about old times.
Don't forget to take some tea and dim sum back to your friends at
You
the
sound-
Maison Gardiennage.
You sound like you're not properly talking.
Oh, looks like Yelan's friend left. Paimon kinda wanted to meet her.
Ah, another pleasant surprise. Traveler, Paimon, take a seat. Excuse me, a pot of your finest Yunlai white tea if you would, and 2 more place settings. Now, judging by that expression, I assume you came over to ask about the 2 spies that were just watching us.
Ah! Spies? What spies? There were spies around here just now?
More than that, I'm sure. I bet they already sent someone to tail Officer Edler. Anything to foil our operation.
Oh, so you're tracking down some criminals?
I have Kit
You've
Kats.
got some nerve
Not sponsored
spying
by
on you
Kit
like
Kat.
that. Pretty bold if you ask Paimon.
Well, those tend to be the kinds of cases that cross my desk. If I could leave it to someone else, I would. I could have been on vacation right now. Mora laundering, to the tune of 10 figures and counting.
Laundry? What does that have to do with Mora? And who are these figures? There are 10 of them?
In layman's terms, a certain merchant in Fontaine possesses a large amount of Mora obtained through illicit means. But it's easy to get caught when you're moving that kind of cash. So you cover your tracks, create a front to avoid detection, and what do you know? Your illegal Mora now looks completely legit. And this merchant's front of choice? Fine art and antique auctioneering. He buys goods from all over Tevat, brings them back to Fontaine, and rebrands them as pieces of fine art, driving up their price in the process. Then, when the items go to auction, he buys them up at their inflated price with his own illicit funds. And through this exchange, the proceeds he receives in return are clean. This process allows him to legitimize his illicit wealth. He even launders Mora for other criminals as well, a business which earned him the title, the Dark Financier. That's to be expected, I suppose. In Chenyu Vale, you can get your hands on exquisite antiques without breaking the bank. Tea sets, porcelain, jade, statues, all easily marketed as pieces of fine art. Liyue goods being used in illicit underground schemes poses a real threat to our trade standing in the long run. So, instead of getting to enjoy my long-awaited vacation in Fontaine, it's back to work for me.
Okay. Paimon thinks she gets it now. It's like moving Mora from one hand to the other. In other words, just disguising where it originally came from. But if you know what this merchant is up to, shouldn't it be pretty easy to catch him? You go to the auction, wait for him to appear, then nab him right as he goes to purchase his expensive piece of Liyue art.
Not a bad plan, Paimon. But there are too many loose ends. If you were the mastermind behind this whole scheme, would you really expose yourself as the face of the operation?
Sorry, I don't think you guys want to hear me chewing on candy.
Oh, yeah. You wouldn't want to be seen doing the dirty work. You'd send someone else instead. Like, if Paimon was the bad guy, she'd send the Traveler.
Oi.
No, wait. Even if Paimon turned bad, the Traveler would never. Paimon would need, like, a group of minions or something.
But I get the feeling she might have thought about this
Oh, Paimon
a bit too
gets it
much.
now. Even if you track down the goods, if this dark financier guy isn't the one doing the buying at the auction, you won't catch him.
It's not just a matter of who's at the auction. You also have to source the goods, transport them back to Fontaine, get them to the auction house. None of which are tasks he performs himself. He has a whole crew to hide behind. Tracking down the goods is already complicated enough. They change hands so many times, the trail is almost impossible to follow. So the most logical course of action is to play the long game. You start small. You find someone you can follow behind all the smoke screens, who'll lead you straight back to the dark financier himself.
Well, wait. So you were just pretending? And to think, Paimon thought all that stuff about wrapping up the case and taking a break was actually true.
Right you are, Traveler. Working with the Millilith and Officer Edler, we managed to launch attacks on all of the Dark Financier's strongholds, which allowed us to nab most of his crew. Those spies just now were his most important agents. The two people he trusts to have direct contact with him. The first is Corday, a senior member of the Fontaine Antique Association, in charge of auctioning off the goods. And the other is Dodamani, a ship owner from Sumeru and longtime cargo transporter. They're under
Scumbags.
pressure to salvage the situation, so we let them slip through the cracks on purpose. The goal is to make them think that, by some stroke of luck, they're in the clear and have room to act. They think keeping tabs on Officer Edler will allow them to operate under her radar and get whatever remains of their goods out of Liyue. But little do they know, while their attention's fixed on her, I'll be secretly gathering the intel that's gonna bring them crashing down. So, interested in coming along for the ride? I'm curious how you take to this line of work. Could be some potential there.
Yeah, we kind of stumbled into this whole thing, but now we're a part of it too. Let's do it! For Yoan, for the people of Chenyavale, and for, the Liyue business world.
I admire your selflessness, Traveler and Paimon. Let me be the one to look out for your self-interests then. Namely, your payment. How about we do this the Fontaine way? You'll get exactly what a top agent receives for a dangerous field mission. Getting started is always the hardest part, but luckily, I have a lead. The Dark Financier's crew is even more on guard than usual, so our best bet is to do some counter-surveillance to get on the right track. And I think I know just the place to start. Let's head northeast and see if I'm right.
Okay. Oh my goodness, there's clues. Oh, there's a lot of things going on here. Yeah, let me actually read this. So, event details. So does this mean I have to? That's not what I. That's not what I wanted.
Again?
Give me a minute. Shop. Yeah, okay, you can buy it for cheaper.
I was watering it every day. Oh, don't tell me I overdid it this time.
We should consider choosing another transportation plan.
You can buy it for cheaper, but why is it advertising it? What? I'm very confused. Okay. Cool. Give me a minute. I don't understand. I'm so confused. Let me see if that works. Hang on, Harlequin. Or Ben. There's no audio! I might still be having sound alert issues. How do I refund you stuff? I need to test the thing again. Okay, I heard that in there. Give me one more one more test. Okay. Okay, so you guys can hear it. For some reason, I can't. But I'm glad it actually is working. Don't flick me off. I don't know what I'm doing half the time. Y'all are lucky I have a working brain cell.
All right, let's start our investigation here.
Oh, they are. I just can't see them because they're so damn tiny. Why do I have that? Oh, I know why. Those aren't my emotes. I don't know who they're from, actually. Hang on. They might be from somebody you're sub to. Also, I need to fix something very quickly. Don't give me a tutorial. Okay. Sorry about that. We had 2 chat boxes going off. Only need the one.
So, we can all agree this is just a normal stretch of wilderness, right? Paimon doesn't see any bad guys to nab around here.
Does have that. I think that's a global one.
Well, it didn't take long for you to understand our role here, Traveler. Thinking like a top agent already. Impressive.
Because it looks like everybody
Like I
else's
said,
is
we
kind
need
of
to start
already
small. If we want to track down the man
specialized for who they
himself,
are.
our best bet is to start with his goods. So right now, finding his stock is our #1 priority. And to do that, locating his hidden stronghold is imperative. Which brings us to why we're here. Pretty good vantage point from up here, don't you think?
Yeah,
Guess so.
it's a global one.
Paimon can see the port of Elang Ward.
So yeah, it's somebody else's fault. Shame on them.
Some kind of tower. What's that for?
It's a lighthouse. The Millilith use it to monitor the situation at sea. In addition, the flashing of the light can also serve as a means of communication. Oh, let's hear it.
I need a crunch bar.
Not too far off at all, Traveler.
I love blaming people I don't know. Indeed, I blame Jester.
Through consistent patrolling. This location offers a perfect vantage point to observe their lighthouse signals and deduce
Although I
their
know
patterns of
Jester.
behavior, which is a huge help if you need to move goods under the radar. So we should be able to find traces of the Dark Financier's scouts in this area.
Oh, okay. Paimon doesn't quite follow, but she'll take your word for it.
It's simple. Just take this forensic imaging device and investigate the surrounding area. As long as we're meticulous, I'm positive we'll find something.
Oh boy, it's a camera. I'm at Turtle Bay!
Well, remember, an eye...
I love this area because you can feed a turtle something, that turtle right there, and it'll guide you all the way to those baby turtles. I love it! Evidence. This is an unsolvable mystery.
Some good finds. Whatever door this key opens could be critical to the investigation. And this carrier pigeon tube contains several coded messages.
Where did you find? Oh, buried. It was buried in the sand.
Huh. So there really is evidence around here. It's like these guys aren't even afraid of getting caught. What if the Millilith noticed them spying and decided to investigate?
These objects suggest the Dark Financier scouts were likely disguised as fishermen. People like that are trained not to crack under pressure. All they'd need to do is come up with a believable excuse, like needing a place to rest. The Millilith can't investigate or apprehend a civilian without probable cause.
Paimon can just see their smug faces getting away with something like that.
Not to mention, the traces on these objects are fresh, which means the scout here is still active and wasn't among those caught by Officer Edler. So we need to stay vigilant. We can't let them know we're still on their tail. I had a hunch this area was being used as a lookout, and I was right. But that still leaves the question of where the goods are hidden. Any ideas? Spot on again, Traveler. Looks like you don't need anyone to hold your hand when it comes to deductive reasoning.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Carrier pigeons
Totally
speed,
not
the
letting
two
the game do it for me.
locations should be close enough to deliver messages quickly. That means the base we're looking for should be within a certain radius. Ruling out areas within line of sight of the lighthouse, as well as places with a lot of foot traffic.
That just leaves the shallows to the north of Mount Mingyuan?
That certainly sounds plausible. You have the cover of the mountains, and the advantage of hiding right under the authorities' noses.
Soda.
Well, our next destination is decided then. Let's go.
Bleep. Ooh, there's a... where is it? I need this carp. I heard the sound of a Geoculus activating, so I was confused. Pew!
And nothing out of the ordinary here, either.
That's right. No detail is too small to investigate. I believe in you.
Okay, so I get the rewards for the first one. Okay, so I'm just going to different locations and scanning the things. Got it!
The evidence could... All right.
And I can't activate the rest of it because I lack the time frame to do so, because it refreshes on... I didn't even see that. I didn't even see the circle for that one. It refreshes on... The rest of the event isn't active yet. That's what I'm trying to say. Where are the clues? Where are the clues? Clues, where are you? Is it this tree? Is it this rock? I feel like it's this. Wait, what? Oh. Legit, it was the rock. Okay. What? Where? Okay, so it's... I was looking at that! Okay, so then it is the boat. Or not. I'm a great detective. Maybe it's an angle. I feel like if we use triangulation, we can figure out that the item is somewhere... I don't know. Why does it have to be 4? Why couldn't it be 3? Are we sure it's not the boat? It's not the boat. What? How did I miss that? They are bloody yellow.
This must be it! The secret base where they stashed their goods! Definitely wasn't easy to find.
Well, well. Looks like you tracked it down in no time at all. Now, time to test out the key we found earlier. Let's see what surprises could be in store. This isn't their home turf, so I doubt they had time to set more traps. Should make our lives easier. I'll take it from here. The last thing we want is to leave traces behind in there. Caution is the name of the game. You two keep a lookout. Make sure no one barges in while I'm in there.
You got it! This is a first for us, but the Traveler can do anything. He's got your back. Good point. Yelan doesn't make mistakes like that.
All right, that's done. I've noted the features of all the porcelain items, vases, and teas stored here. We need to keep a lookout for these features at the auction and pinpoint the person attempting to purchase the corresponding goods. Then, we can let them lead us to our main target.
Wow, that was fast! You must do that all the
Now, we wait.
I wonder if this
There are
works like this in
countless
real life.
auctions in Fontaine. We can't possibly monitor them all. Besides, that would be a waste of personnel. I'll continue to conduct surveillance in the area, keep tabs on the situation, and attempt to decipher their coded messages.
Also, I'm sorry. I know that they're trying to, like, hide from the Millilith and shit like that, but, like, there's stuff up there where they could
Once
easily
the
be
two
spied
levels
on.
move the goods, we can shift our focus to the upcoming auction. And then, we'll have somewhere to start.
Got it! All we can do now is wait. Wait, and then follow them straight to the guy behind this whole thing so we can give him the old 1-2 punch!
This whole time, Officer Edler has been leading her two stalkers on a wild goose chase around Chaoying Village. Once they decide it was all a waste of time, it's her turn to tail them instead. Not to mention our operation has already put them under extreme pressure. We've forced their hand. I doubt they'll last more than 2 days before making a move. So let's meet back up at Yilong Wharf in 2 days. Find me near the harbor.
And I can't do that yet because I have to wait. But I will claim the rewards because free premium gems is free premium gems. Yeah, 5 hours. That unlocks, and these unlock in 2 days. Okay, that's just explaining that for me. Okie dokie. I'm going to go over to this way. Because I still have some quests to do. I have this one, and I still haven't done the Masters of the Night Wind fully.
We should take a break after all that running around.
Oh, also, I never said it. But I pulled an Effa.
Yeah, let's rest here for a bit.
So now I can just kind of chill out a bit and not worry about it. Much. I just need to see who we're doing for who are we doing for polls? How long? 3 days. I'll probably stockpile for Lantern Dude.
Hello there.
You are more intricate
Okay.
than the normal
I
ones.
don't understand what we're saying. Doesn't look like any cogs are turning in there. Whoops! Sorry. No offense intended.
You there! You dare disrespect our elder? Oh, you mean... Oh, I see, I see. Sorry, my mistake. Apparently you are here by invitation. In which case, it's my job to make you feel welcome.
That one right there looks sick.
Some introductions are in order. I am Kaholam, one of the priests of our tribe.
Hi, Colin.
And this is our Iktomisor elder, the great Tlapokpok Teets Tatel, a living totem among the masters of the Nightwind.
Hi, Tala.
Whoa.
I'm not trying to pronounce your name.
Tongue twister?
In truth, we usually go with Elder Tlapo for short. You're welcome to do the same. Ah, I assume you're referring to our elder's special ability. Elder Tlapo has been alive for many centuries and harbors secrets that even we priests are at a loss to explain. So your reaction is entirely natural. But one thing I can say for sure is that Elder Tlapo has appointed the two of you to an extremely important task. For this reason, I would like to ask you to undergo a test.
What sort of task? And what kind of test?
If it's all right with you, I'll take you to see our chief. He's in a much better position to answer your questions.
I think it's massive.
Okay, sure.
Very well. Then please follow me. You can use this scroll to go directly to the obsidian altar, where the chief is. Don't worry, it's just one of the many mystical abilities of our tribe.
Oh, so that was a scroll? I thought that was a drum. I think that fire might be getting out of control.
Just now.
One of the routine duties of a priest. We attempt to contact the spirits of our ancestors to seek epiphanies and revelations. The chief is just over there. Please wait here while I have a word with him. I'll just be a moment.
Eat.
Well, the Masters of the Nightwind are definitely living up to their reputation as the mysterious ones.
If I remember correctly, this person's also giant.
All right, I've told the chief why we're here, and now you may speak with him. Right this way.
So, you two are the appointed ones. I am Chief Biram. Welcome, and thank you for your patience.
So tall.
Unusually so. Yes, I am aware, but I assure you, it's no cause for alarm.
Oh, no, of course not. Sorry, Paimon just reacted without thinking.
Ha, get banned, bot.
Ah, yes. Kaholam told me about that. As outsiders to our tribe, this is probably the first you've heard of such appointments.
Blech.
I'm sure the whole thing seems very confusing. Throughout our history, only members of the Masters of the Nightwind have been appointed to undertake these tasks. This is the first time an outsider has ever been chosen.
Fascinating.
Allow me to explain. Our tribe has
Sitting
a whole
down, he's
tradition of
taller than
recording
us.
history in the form of woven scrolls. And not just our own history.
Although that might just be
We
the
record
headgear.
the legends and heroic feats of all other tribes as well. It is a tradition we have observed for many centuries. We treat it as a solemn duty.
I know they all have unique models, but it feels like Biram is
When a major event occurs that affects
not as
all of
unique
Madland,
as the others.
we
It just
record
feels like
on a
they took one of
different
the
kind of scroll used for this exact purpose.
male model number 5 and upscaled it. Which I guess that's enough to make him unique, but still.
And these scrolls can only be woven by someone of the Ictomasaur Elders' choosing. When the Ictomasaur Elder senses a major change in the ley lines, it will issue a formal declaration to appoint a creator for this scroll.
Didn't we get chosen at random, though? Didn't we literally were just randomly passing by and we got chosen?
Whoa.
It was like Uguay picking Poe.
Elder Talapo sensed a ley line change quite some time ago, but had not yet designated the scroll weavers until you arrived.
Okay, but just so you're aware, we don't know the first thing about weaving scrolls.
As a matter of fact, that does not surprise me at all.
How come?
In the 200 years that Elder Talapo has held this position, none of the appointed ones have ever been experienced scroll weavers.
Fascinating.
That mean 200 years of major historical events have gone unrecorded?
No. They all submitted scrolls in time, yet each of them claimed it was not their own work, but a gift from the spirits.
Man, this tribe gets more mysterious by the second.
It's kind of cool.
Yes. Well, that is the part that troubles me. The notion that we have to rely on esoteric things like gifts from the spirits to record historical events of such great importance. It is unsettling.
Isn't that kind of your thing, though?
Pretty surprising to hear, coming from the chief of this tribe.
I can imagine. You probably see the Masters of the Nightwind as a people shrouded in mystery, who pride ourselves on our arcane practices. But I am something of an exception. I may be the chief, but when it comes to our traditions, I'm in fact a proponent of change and reform. I
Interesting.
have dedicated my energies to deciphering the many mysteries of our tribe. In doing so, I hope to establish clearer rules that will help sustain our traditions in the future.
That makes sense.
Great! So have you figured
Kind of.
out the mystery of the gift from the spirits?
Sadly not. It is something I've been investigating for a long time, but I have yet to uncover what this gift truly refers to. Only a small handful of events over the years have been recorded on these special scrolls, with decades between each one. And by the time the next scroll weaver is appointed, my time as chief will be long gone. I will not be in a position to investigate as thoroughly.
So...
While I haven't gotten to the bottom of the matter, I have made some progress. But the only way I can develop my theories further is with the cooperation of the appointed ones. Precisely. It's nothing to be worried about. Simply a means of validating my current hypothesis. It shouldn't take you long, nor will it put you in any danger.
He feels very lax.
I can explain everything in detail when we get to the site of the test. But first, please wait a moment while I change out of the soul-shielding cloak. This garb is one of our important cultural relics, handed down by generations of chiefs. It is only to be worn when conducting certain ceremonies.
Oh.
Please, follow me.
Giant. I like him.
Do you see this scroll? If you touch it, you will enter a hidden space. Today's test is, quite simply, to find a way to escape that space.
That's it?
I assure you, it's not as easy as it sounds. If you cannot find your own way out, I will of course intervene to bring you back here. But then, we will be no closer to solving this mystery. Good. Simply touch the scroll to begin the test.
I wonder if the gift from the spirits is just us actively connecting to the ley line to get the events recorded. That scroll is glowing. Are these really scrolls? They look more like tapestries.
Did get teleported. It seems like this place is completely sealed off. Doesn't look like there's an exit anywhere. Let's take a look around and see what we can find.
That scroll is that looks like a tapestry more than a scroll. Hello. Nope, and it's gone. There's about one of the scrolls, thick layer of dust that indicates they've been here for a long time. Oh! Come back! Nope. Wait. Hang on. I need to actually do some math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 so far.
So many woven scrolls here? I don't remember seeing some of them before in other tribes. They seem to record historical events. This one really stands out from the rest. For starters, it's the biggest of them all. Wonder what story it tells. Yeah, you're right.
What was that?
Over there, something just flashed. Traveler, did you catch that? Oh, right. Paimon's with you.
Oh, right, the Ictimosaurus. I like being an Ictimosaur. Oh, that is straight up a wall. Okay, so where's the Ictimo... There it is. There it is.
Yep, this looks like our ticket out of this place.
Yeah, that elder is huge and differently colored. I love it.
Whew, we finally made it out.
It is just as I thought. You are indeed capable of undertaking this mission. Yes. You saw many distinctive-looking scrolls there, didn't you?
Sure did.
I just stop yawning.
This specific kind of scroll was left to us by our ancestors. Upon investigation, I discovered what sets it apart is the use of a color not featured in ordinary scrolls. It is a most mysterious color that most people cannot even detect. I myself had to employ special techniques to confirm its existence. Yet there are those who are born with a natural ability to perceive it. And that is why I wanted to test you.
You mean...
That space you just entered was an exhibition room for storing this variety of woven scrolls. Centuries ago, a great shaman by the name of Huitzilin put in place a security measure so that anyone who entered the room without permission will become trapped inside. It exists to this day. And although I have not managed to decipher how it works, I have at least found out how to turn it on and off. Once someone is trapped inside, it is all but impossible for them to escape without outside help. Unless they share the great shaman's ability to perceive that strange color. Clearly you must have this ability, which leads me to believe that our Iktomisor Elder can sense this ability in people, and that it appoints a scroll weaver on this basis.
Interesting.
Power?
He's applying scientific reasoning to mystical abilities.
Doesn't change the fact that
I love it.
neither of us know where to start with weaving a scroll.
Don't worry about that. The method for weaving this kind of scroll appears to be largely the same as for an ordinary scroll. The main difference is in the dye that gives it its unique color. If my suspicions are correct, this dye is the key to weaving the scroll, and your special ability is the key to obtaining it. The dyeing process is also a little different from the norm, but I don't anticipate any major issues there. As long as you two can source the dye itself, I can assist with the application.
Cool, we'll follow your lead.
Great! Then please use your abilities to source the necessary ingredients. And in the meantime, I will have someone prepare some fabric for test dyeing. We'll make a few sample pieces to test out my hypothesis. And if that goes well, we can begin the scroll in earnest. If you agree to help, you can expect to be handsomely rewarded once this is all over. So, what are your thoughts?
Agreed, especially if there's a reward in it. What is the reward, by the way? Is it food? Paimon hopes it's food.
Blaze his
Given the
Paimon.
stakes involved for our tribe, I was thinking a substantial sum of mora would be appropriate. Surely that would be preferable to just a free meal.
More works too. Anyway, how do we go about finding these ingredients? Are we supposed to just keep walking around Natlan until we stumble across them?
Thankfully not. I've already identified a location where I suspect they may be found. And I've arranged for someone to guide you there.
Fun.
Your guide is waiting just outside. You can set off at your leisure.
Is it a Roron? Who would it be? Where is it? Would it be Sitlali? I feel like it would be Sitlali. Because we're getting characters who are playable as part of the story, as well as a few characters who are not. Let me go ahead and get the quest rewards out of the way.
Add Astra.
Yeah. Give me a thing.
Thank you for
Uncle.
Add Astra.
Give me a thing.
Let's hope you'll put up a good fight.
What? The fire's bad. Yeah, okay. So the person is out here, right?
I take it you're the ones appointed by Elder Talapo?
Yep, and you are...
Endeavor?
Call me Toltec. The chief asked me to be your guide for the day. His messengers already filled me in on the situation. So just follow me.
That's Afdol's voice actor. I recognize that deep baritone anywhere.
So the guide is somewhere in this cave, huh?
This is as far as I can take you. Only the appointed ones may proceed from here.
Why's that?
Kind of a long story.
Oh no, I've been distracted.
There's a certain fruit in the juice of which can be processed to make an
So I don't
excellent
fully
dye.
know why.
Many years ago, our ancestors set out to make a series of ambitious works of graffiti art.
I can't
They
hear my
selected
sound
this
alert
cave to
for
make them
that.
in, presumably due to the availability of the
Unless
dye.
I'm actually watching my own
However,
stream.
They didn't want anyone to see their work before it was completed, and so they sealed off the entrance to control access. To bypass the seal, you have to have mastered the art of color perception, or something like that.
Oh, right. Haven't we been in here before, though?
I have to talk to Lucy and Jester about that.
The strange thing is, our ancestors never removed the seal, even after they finished the graffiti art. Since it was sealed off, the only person who's been inside is the great shaman, Huitzilin, and that was 200 years ago. According to her, the artwork tells the story of a
Okay.
hero by the name of Kuntur.
Rest well, Metri.
But I digress. Sorry, I'm a big fan of graffiti artwork. Once I get talking, I can go on for hours.
So you're sure you don't want to come with us?
I'll pass. I tried to get in once, but the seal blocked my way. I tried getting my Iktomi sword to clear it with its powers, but even that didn't work. I guess it's supposed to be a test left there by our ancestors. If you don't pass the test, you're not worthy of viewing their works of art. Don't worry about me, though. I wouldn't be joining you this time even if I was able to get in. I don't have the guts to challenge our traditions. This task is specifically appointed to someone by the
It's so
Iktomi
weird.
Sword
Why
Elder.
can't I hear it?
Who knows what bad things might happen if I got involved?
Fair enough. All right, we'll try not to take too long.
Yeah, Metri, I have that set up that way. And the worst part is, I can hear it if I have, like, my stream volume up. Like, I have it open. I have it open in a separate thing, like, on my, Opera GX. And if I turn the volume up on it, I can hear it just fine. I can't hear it in OBS for some reason. I don't know. I feel like if that were the case, you guys wouldn't be able to hear it. But clearly I can
This
hear
should
it.
be the place. That fruit Toltec mentioned should be the one on the wall, right? Paimon didn't notice it last
Weasel.
time we were here. Now the only question is, which ones do we pick? Well, go ahead, try it out.
I think I want.
Saw something, right? Whatever it was, grab it.
No, I killed it. I killed the bat creature. Where's the other one? Let me do this. Ah, there it is. Float.
Remember the last time we came here? We found all of the artwork throughout the cave. These guys' ancestors created a real masterpiece.
I'm not interested.
They probably used the same stuff for their paint as we're using for the dye, right? Maybe we'll create a masterpiece of our own.
Okay, I've got a thing to test. Ad starts in 5.
Yep, let's head back and meet up with Toltec.
Okay, somebody try it again. Could you hear that? Okay. I must think. But I also must continue with the progress. Okay, so I'll let him talk. I can't skip the ad. Oh, I can skip the ad. I'll snooze the ad.
Sounds like you made it through the seal then. Our Iktomisaur Elder was right about you. It's getting late. Follow me. I'll take us back.
Oh. Well, okay. Let me run the 3-minute ad. I snoozed it for no reason. I thought it was going to take longer to talk. Are you the one I need to fight? Sea Lolly. Oh, right. I forgot. I need to fix that because I was picking stuff up. I'll run a 3-minute ad, do a boss fight. I'm stuck in an Ichthyosaur! That's not what I want. I want that.
Leave.
Okay, I need a lot more, so I will go ahead. Night, Mitri. I'll run a 3-minute ad, do some fighting. I will do my best to have a good stream. I'm totally not putting off Skirk's boss fight. Or boss mat farming. Definitely not. Let me run that 3-minute ad. Now I'll do some farming.
If you insist on putting yourself to the test,
Fulfill our task. Laid bare.
Come on, give me the freaking thing, please.
Overruled.
Oh. That was a lot of damage.
Fulfill our path.
Consider your strength acknowledged.
Yes. I'm also gonna need all the freezer stuff too, so
Let the show begin.
wait for her to. Well, she's already respawned. Let me do. Doing 50 different things at once is unfun.
Insist on putting yourself to the test.
Get to work. Laline, East Papa. Hear the echoes of the valley.
Okay, set up.
Fulfill our path. Get to work. Bring it. This is where you fall. Transfixed.
Oh, did I miss her with the thing? I'll blaze this all out.
Fulfill our path. Suffer the wrath of the... Letting great names echo.
This is a problem. This is why I wanted Malvika. She's slightly better. Okay, there we go. I just needed to hit one of them.
Laid bare. Witness my rise. Overruled.
Very well. Consider your strength acknowledged.
I want to know who she is. Okay, and I'm back from ads. Welcome back, everybody, and I hope you didn't mind those horrendous ads. I'm deeply apologizing. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, where do I go? Who do I talk to? This one.
Toltec has updated me on your progress. Well done. I appreciate your efforts.
Sure thing. Here's the stuff for the dye.
Thank you.
I see. Yes. This is certainly a very different substance from typical dyes. Okay, now let's try our hand at making some samples. The fabric is ready for testing.
Got it.
Please come with me.
Where am I going?
Take a look at this. It's a woven scroll made by one of our ancestors. This is the kind of thing we're trying to make.
Ooh.
The person depicted is the legendary shaman, Huitzilin. She lived 200 years ago
Okay.
and was once appointed by the Iktomi-Sur Elder, like yourselves. She was especially skilled in the art of color manipulation, and of
Okay, so
course
that didn't
completed
work.
her task with flying colors. This scroll is a record of her deeds, and was most likely the work of her own hand. The quality is simply breathtaking, even compared to other scrolls of this variety. Sadly, since she passed away, all of our Iktomi-Sur Elder's subsequent appointees have had to rely on the gift from the spirits to complete their work. That's a good way of putting it. My only quibble with your phrasing would be, it's not just me, but us.
Now Paimon's getting excited.
Bring out the samples.
Okay. Let's try this again. I'm doing so many tests.
As I mentioned, the dyeing process is a little complicated, but I am confident you will manage. Just make sure to follow my instructions carefully. The pattern has already been sketched out on the sample, so you just need to dye each block with the correct color. But you'll need to wait for the dye to fully soak in between each step to make sure the colors don't run.
Okay, so let's try this. This.
Ha ha ha! Good! The dye has taken to the fabric, and the pattern is crisp and clear. Next, apply all the remaining dye, and we should see that elusive signature color emerge.
Okay, final step.
Give me a minute. I have to test something now. Give me a minute. I have to test something now. Give me a minute. I have to test something now. Oh, that's a problem. Okay, that was a mild problem. I fixed it though. Okay, now I think I've actually solved the problem. No, I haven't. Why? Why? Why can't it work for me?
Did it work? Paimon doesn't see it.
Oh, that color isn't showing up. Oh, the dyeing has failed.
Why doesn't it want to work for me? Holy crap.
No, your technique was flawless. You did everything exactly as instructed. It would have made no difference if I'd done it myself.
Then what went wrong?
It could be the weaving technique. Or maybe the dye has to be applied in a different way. Oh, whatever the case. It looks like I have failed to get to the bottom of this mystery.
Sorry, Paimon wishes we could do more to help.
I am the one who should be apologizing. I made you do so much work, and it was for nothing. I will, of course, honor my commitment to compensate you for your trouble, but I do hope you won't give up on this task. I plan to keep investigating, and will be sure to keep you updated with any progress.
Don't worry, we're not quitters. Paimon does have a question, though. This whole process of recording history on woven scrolls seems so complicated. Why don't you just write it down instead? You You said yourself you're all about change and reform. Well, this seems like a pretty good place to start, don't you think? Writing things down would be easier for everyone, and your records would be more detailed.
I think you've perhaps misunderstood my philosophy, but that's okay. I can answer your question, but there's somewhere I need to show you.
No.
Okay, dokie, where am I going? I am paying attention to the story, by the way. I'm getting better at that. Can we not have that there, please? No, I wanted to teleport to the freaking location, damn it. Ugh, things aren't working for me today.
Cool. Look at this view. What do you think?
It's gorgeous!
Now, try looking a little further.
Whoa, that graffiti!
In all the years since the founding of our tribe, those colors have been with us every step of the way. It is true that I seek to bring new life to this ancient tribe through change and reform. But I also understand there are certain foundational things that we cannot afford to throw away. The foremost of these is the way we record our history.
Oh, that makes sense.
Since the very beginnings, our tribe has always sought to bring color to history. And I have a deep sense that this is one part of our heritage that we should not give up. So, whatever it takes, I must find a way for us to continue producing our traditional woven scrolls.
I'm sorry for what she said earlier. It was out of line.
It's quite all right. I'm just grateful you're able to understand where I'm coming from. Then let us hope that when we next meet, we succeed in reviving this tradition.
Alrighty. The next location is this way. Well, I'm also doing the testing. But it is fine. I've got my focus on. I know what I'm doing.
Huh? What are the Fatui doing here? See what they're up to.
Okay.
Also, how did they get this close to a tribal settlement?
Okay, so I did fix it, kind of. For now, I will go ahead and put... I'll switch you around. Just to make it easier on myself.
Huh. All the Fatui left in Natlan are probably the captain's subordinates. That basically makes them followers of one of Natlan's heroes. Still, once a Fatus, always a Fatus. Something seems off seeing them here. Let's go check it out.
And then, if I'm right... Oh, God. That time I could hear it twice. What? Hello? No, my cooldown.
sure they'll show up soon.
We should take a break after all that running around.
I'll be honest, I'm actually getting tripped up here because I can still hear the gold ship.
Following orders. If you have a problem, take it up with our employer.
Hey, what's with the attitude? Can the Fatui even work for a private employer?
This is Grudok. I hired him to be my bodyguard in Natlan. As you can see, he's not the sociable type. I'm sorry for any offense.
Oh wait,
My
I think I know
original
what's
plan
going
was
on.
to hire someone from the local tribes, but a priest recommended Grudok and his squad. I was told they were capable fighters and had the time to spare, so they fit the bill. It seems like the Fatui's reputation in Natlan is quite positive.
So that's what happened. Then you must be from Fontaine.
Okay,
Don't
got it
miss
working.
out, At your service. I work in the publication
I also
business.
apologize to YouTube.
You two... Wait. You must be the Traveler and his very...
I'm trying to get it all freaking worked out
You know us?
to have a better
Traveler with a fleeting
understanding of the
companion.
system I'm
There's
working
no mistake.
with.
Your exploits in Fontaine have all the makings of a best-selling series. I'd be a failure of a book merchant if I couldn't recognize you.
Wow, we're really famous at this point, Traveler.
It's truly my lucky day. I know this is sudden, but I was actually looking for you two. You see, I have a favor to ask.
So, you chased us all the way to Natlan? That's a little creepy.
You'll be generously rewarded, I promise you.
Well, at least he got straight to the point. Should we hear what he has to say?
I wonder if it was because I had two of the sound alert technically in my OBS and it was trying to use both of them.
Hear your request.
You know the
Meh.
great shaman Sitlali, right? I need her help with something.
But now I can be distracted.
Chances of her helping a random stranger just because we asked? Yeah, see, Lolly really doesn't like dealing with strangers.
I heard about that from other members of her tribe. But they told me if one person could convince her, it would be the golden-haired traveler.
Oh my goodness. How could they do this to us?
If you manage it, I'll even double your pay.
Oh yeah, we should definitely get to the bottom of that first.
So I was right, we do get Sit Lolly.
It's kind of a long story, and there's tribal history involved, so you should hear it from an expert. Allier, if you could.
Of course. I don't often have an eager audience for this kind of thing. Nice to meet you. The name's Allier. I'm a researcher from the Fontaine Research Institute. Unlike most researchers,
I'm excited for
I have
Nocry.
a keen interest in ancient ruins. That's why I was invited to join Monsieur Montluçon's team. Have you heard of the legend of the great shaman Huitzilin? Yes. According to local records, she was a color mystic who lived over 200 years ago, and the most adept in her tribe at using that particular technique. Out of all of her exploits, her most celebrated is the Battle of Seven Colors. According to legend, the battle was triggered by an abyss invasion, one of the most brutal in Natlan's history, even from a greater historical perspective. Amazingly, Natlan was able to turn the tide despite being at an extreme disadvantage. The key to victory was none other than a color Huitzilin created on the battlefield.
Was it blood?
The color was extraordinary, illusory in appearance while also seeming to possess physical form. Legend has it that Huitzilin used the color to construct a magnificent maze on the battlefield.
Oh, that sounds
Trap all
fun.
enemies inside. This allowed her allies to launch a counterattack and ultimately secure victory.
Anyway, that's the gist of it. We don't want to take up too much of your time.
I don't trust
the
you.
reason I came to Natlan. I often publish books about the history of other nations. They always end up faring well on the market. When I heard this story for the first time, I wanted to include it in my next collection, but... Historical records about Natlan aren't very detailed. We haven't been able to determine where the battle took place, or find any definitive evidence that it occurred at all. Even within the Masters of the Nightwind, people dispute the legitimacy of the story. Some believe it to be a myth. If that were the case, the story would not be fit for publication.
Why not?
But if you're just including it in a story collection, why does it matter if it never happened?
Well, you see, the slogan for the collection is Restoring the Truth of History. Naturally, I needed to be factual. That's why I'm here.
Fair.
The Masters of the
That's
Nightwind are
fair.
said to have a tradition of recording past events, so I wanted to consult their records.
Like, that's a fair reasoning, but also at the same time, can't you just kind of produce it without it being a part of that collection?
But I was refused access to the Obsidian Altar. Application after application, and all I received were a few ordinary woven scrolls with nothing to offer.
You ever thought that might be a
Honestly,
reason?
I'm just trying to promote their history, and they make such a fuss.
According to my research, their scrolls are considered sacred relics in addition to historical records. Naturally, outsiders are rarely granted access. Not to mention, the scrolls we did get to review actually contain a huge amount of information. I just need more time, and I could...
We've been over this, Allier. There's no need to waste time on those scrolls when we have a better way.
Brother, you need to slow down.
Exactly. You're well aware, I'm sure, that Sitlali has been alive for more than 200 years. That means she lived during the era of the Battle of Seven Colors. If she agrees to be my consultant, then no other historical records are necessary.
And if she disagrees?
Oh, that's what you want.
So, what do you say? I'll quadruple the pay if it helps sweeten the deal.
Clearly, money is not an option, or not a thing for you.
I want to help you. Oh, right. The duty the chief gave us has a lot to do with wheat sealing. Who knows?
Oh, money is no
That
object
means
is the phrase I
might
wanted to
lead us
use.
In the right direction. All right, we'll help you convince Seat Lolly. Just let us do the talking, okay?
Of course.
Then why bother bringing the Fatui along? My biggest gripe about this is that the guy... clearly money's no object to him. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but like... The one dude literally said there's a boatload of information in the scrolls you were given. Why aren't you going with it? And I think it's because the guy wants, you know, results right stat now. That's kind of a problem.
So, this is where the great shaman lives? A bit far from civilization, isn't it? I hope the person who pointed us in this direction wasn't mistaken.
For someone like Seat Lolly, it actually makes a lot of sense.
Is this graffiti her work too? I wonder if it's a cultural practice. If I could just copy it down,
We're here for a reason, Allier. As agreed, you two can do the talking, and we'll wait for you here.
Okay, we'll go knock on the door.
I want to kick his teeth in.
Not hungover.
I want to kick his teeth in. Let Allier talk. Poor Allier.
Seat Lolly? Are you there? We need your help with something. Oh, no response. Maybe she's not home. Oh, Granny Eatsley? Are you home?
Hey, kid! If you're here to challenge me, book an appointment first. Traveler!
That sobered her up real quickly.
Looks like we came at a bad time.
Are you still there? Just come in. We can talk inside.
Well, at least we didn't get turned away.
Sitlali seems very tsundere.
Lolly lives.
I, didn't have time to fully clean up the place. Complain if you want. Menial housework means nothing to a great shaman like myself.
Really posturing.
In light novels, people who keep everything neat and tidy are always too boring to be the protagonists. Also, I'm not a hermit. I'm just above superficial rules of societal etiquette.
Is that a liquor bottle?
She sure does care a lot about what we think of her.
Oh, and that spell I used to transfer my senses to you, you're not still, experiencing the side effects, are you? It's my duty as a great shaman to check that kind of thing.
Oh, you mean when we could hear your thoughts? Nope. It's been so long, we don't have to worry about that anymore, right?
Then why do I hear the traveler's thoughts in my head?
What?
I can still hear you, you know. Don't bother. I'll find a way to fix it. First you hear my thoughts, now I'm hearing your thoughts. It was just a simple spell. I use it on you, and now it's on the Fritz. Forget it. Just tell me why you're here.
Well, someone asked us to ask you to be their consultant. They have questions about the history of Natlan.
So they asked the hero of Natlan to put in a good word? Sounds like they know I don't usually trouble myself with other people's problems.
The pay is really good.
Paimon.
Doesn't matter. I'm busy.
She sure doesn't look busy. Paimon knew this wouldn't get us anywhere.
From you?
Yeah, we were given a sacred duty to help your tribe weave a special scroll.
Huh? So, you're the appointed ones this time?
We were surprised too. After all, we have no idea how to weave a scroll like that. But with Chef Biram's help, we were able to make some progress. We still haven't succeeded, but we learned that the key to weaving the scroll is a special kind of color. The historical event those men want to ask about also involves color. If you help them, you might end up helping us too. She's giving us that face again. Did Paimon not explain things clearly?
I can't decide whether this twist is completely out of the blue or if it was foreshadowed all along.
Does that mean you won't help us?
I need to think about it.
Then there's still hope.
Hey, what's the holdup? Just give us an answer already.
You agreed to let us do the talking.
Oh, this is a problem.
See, Lolly?
Stand down, Grudok. As your employer, if I tell you to wait, then you wait.
You're posturing for certain.
Understood.
You're the great shaman who's been alive for centuries? But you're so... Apologies for the disturbance. Grudok is a recent hire, so difficult to restrain sometimes.
He's lucky he didn't force Seat Lolly's hand.
Well, since you're here, how about a discussion?
Do you have any idea who I am? Did you think Granny Eatsley would be fooled by your little performance? I have no intention of speaking to you. Your recent hire interrupted me right as I was about to make an important decision. Pull a trick like that again, and I'll make your lives a living horror novel, except 10 times worse. That's all I came out here to say.
Whoa.
Traveler, we have a discussion to finish.
You live up to your name, Granny Itztli. I apologize for the offense. I'm just surprised the Battle of Seven Colors didn't pique your interest.
You're investigating the Battle of Seven Colors?
Ah, the Traveler didn't get to that part?
No, because you interrupted.
I thought the Traveler could help me convince you. But, if I'm not mistaken, you have a personal interest in this matter, don't you? I heard that the great shaman Huitzilin was a friend of yours. You two must have been close. If I can resolve the controversy and prove the battle took place, I'll include it in my next collection. Then, all of Tevat will learn the truth. With your support, your friend's heroic deeds will once again be known throughout the land. Inspiring, don't you think?
If this is really about that duty, then... fine. I'll help you.
Intriguing.
I'm honored.
Save it. I agreed to help the Traveler, not you. You'll just have to leech what you can.
Well, at least she agreed to help.
Who are you calling heartless?
Not a problem. I always planned to work with the Traveler. So, did you directly experience any events of the battle? Do you have any idea where it took place? Can you think of any relics we could use to prove it?
Talk at me, why don't you?
Fine.
No, no, and no.
What did you expect? You're kind like quite literally the best way you could go about this is have my character talk to Sitlali about all this, and then have it be relayed back to you. You've given her a bad impression. You're not gonna make a good one.
I did live during the same era as her, but that doesn't mean we experienced the same events. I've lived a long time, but I'm not a walking encyclopedia. You decide the angle of your investigation, and I'll provide answers if I'm familiar with the subject.
Alright. Even if you didn't witness the battle yourself, you still lived through that era. Your insights are very valuable. Allier, you had an idea about where to start, yes?
Oh, well, my plan was to consult the members of the tribe in charge of recording history.
Then, let's start there. Traveler, what do you say to officially working together? After all, it appears I can only get Miss Sitlali's help through you.
Once again, what'd you expect? Your dude bloody interrupted her conversation with her crush. Did you expect it to be all sunshine and rainbows?
You don't seem super invested in this whole thing, Sitlali.
The Battle of Seven Colors is something I've only ever heard about. I know as much as anyone else in my tribe.
But how? Weren't you alive when it happened?
She could have been a baby.
I wasn't there when it took place, and she never told me about it. That's how.
But Molusan said the two of you were close friends. The battle was legendary. Why wouldn't Huitzilin tell you about it?
Close friends? More like arch rivals. Something Montlusan would know if he actually did his research. Did you see the graffiti outside my house? That's not my doing.
Oh.
Students from Huitzilin School of Shamanism must pass an extremely difficult trial before graduation, defeating me in battle. Those graffiti drawings are how they challenge me. Of course, none of them ever succeeded. So, after Huitzilin's death, her students had no choice but to modify the requirement. Instead of defeating me, all they have to do now is last long enough. As my rival, Huitzilin only had one achievement that surpassed my own, and that was the Battle of Seven Colors. I can only assume she had some kind of secret technique at her disposal. It makes perfect sense that she kept it from me. I'm a fast learner. Telling me about the technique is no different than handing it to me on a silver platter. As if she would give away her one advantage.
Oh, that makes sense.
It really does.
Anyway, all of that is secondary. Like I said, I'm only here to help you fulfill your duty. Don't misunderstand. This duty is important for my tribe too.
I can hear the freaking babies
part to see it done.
trilling about in the background, and it's adorable but also distracting.
Excuse you? I fail to see what housekeeping has to do with my duty as a shaman. Why is it that you're the one whose thoughts are exposed, but I'm still the one suffering? I need to get to the bottom of this.
I'd be using this to my full advantage in being a
But we have a
menace.
situation over here. We could really use your help.
Okay.
Of course the Battle of Seven Colors happened. The Woven Scroll proves it. Wheat Ceiling used a mysterious color to construct a maze and trap the enemies inside.
That's just your interpretation. There's more than one way to understand that scroll. Besides, constructing a maze out of color is ridiculous.
Wheat Ceiling was one of the most powerful shamans of her time. She definitely could have pulled it off.
I hate the phrase, it's ridiculous. Even though I use it relatively constantly. And I mainly hate it when it's talking about something that is genuine, like something that is impossible.
A technique that powerful? And no shaman since has ever used it?
Especially in worlds like this where you have people who are quite literally gods. You literally have a human being who became a god-level person in Malvika. But creating a maze out of color is impossible. It baffles my mind how they're not like, this one thing is weird, but it happens. Maybe that is possible.
Her students are keeping it a secret, of course. If you knew a technique like that, you'd be a fool to show it to just anyone.
Oh, I didn't mean to cause an argument. I just wanted to ask, is there anything we can use to prove the battle took place?
Of course it took place. Why would you need to prove it?
Have to excuse him. Some people in our tribe insist on clinging to outdated views of history. I'd give up now if I were you. It only gets more ridiculous from here.
Okay, so like a logical argument for why do we need to prove it is that you believe / know it existed, but the outside world has no view of it. Ergo, to the outside world, they don't know it happened. So it's literally hearsay. We would like proof.
Please don't fight.
Wow, so the battle really is controversial.
Am I the outdated one? Kids these days can't find anything better to argue about?
These arguments are precisely why I hesitate to include this story in my collection. Neither side was able to offer anything useful. What should we do?
Wheat Ceiling was a passionate teacher. We were opposites in that sense. The technique she used in the battle must have been her masterpiece. There's every reason to pass it on. Still, if the technique is powerful enough to single-handedly stop an invasion, it also makes sense that her disciples would keep it a secret.
Kind of?
We should check with the students from her school. If we can confirm the technique exists, we can deduce certain things about the battle.
But as far as I know, most of the shamans from her school occupy high positions in the tribe. Not the type of people outsiders like us can speak to on
Poor
a whim.
Elier.
Right. The obsidian altar is off limits to you. But, if I go...
Is there a problem?
Most of Wheat Ceiling students are respected priests in the tribe. But that means they had to go through me. Or try, at least. I, of course, humiliated them from a young age. Those who hold the position now are the ones who lasted long enough before I wiped the floor with them. If I show up without warning, they'll run for dear life. That's not gonna get us any answers.
Yeah, Paimon can see it now.
Hey, don't jump to conclusions. That was just a metaphor. Only you have the guts to joke like that with me, Traveler. Fine, I said I'd help, so I'll help. But don't blame me if it goes wrong.
I like Sitlali.
Alright, the rest of you can wait for us here.
We appreciate the help.
I'm hitting the wrong one.
Oh, are you in the middle of a ceremony?
Granny Eatsley?
What is she doing here?
Did some coward not show up after challenging her to a fight?
Or is she here to officially take over the tribe?
Jeez.
Oh, it's like they really do see her as some kind of tyrant.
No matter what, we'll defend our dignity as priests to the end.
Ugh, you talk a big game for someone who lost to me the most out of the entire priesthood.
What?
All I want is to ask some questions.
So, you're here to interrogate us?
Someone didn't sit pretty for their beating? Is that it? You want their name, don't you?
We should just run.
My goodness. She's not a tyrant, but she's definitely a terror.
Yeah, with the hero of Natlan here, Granny Eatsley will be on her best behavior.
Sure, whatever you say.
Oh, it's the Traveler and his companion. That does make me feel better. How can we help you?
We wanted to ask about the technique you inherited from Huitziling.
Huh. So you can eradicate our school once and for all?
Disciples of our school have challenged her year after year, just as our master instructed. Sounds like she's finally had enough.
Well, you're not wrong.
If we want to protect our legacy, one of us needs to run.
Not this again. Just how much did you traumatize them, Seatlally?
Hey! You can't just say whatever you want just because it's in your head. I'm Granny Eatsley. A mere mention of my name and kids burst into tears. Love and respect? Huh, no one has the guts for that. What? You know what? Forget about your duty. We really need to fix this mind-reading situation.
Sorry to disappoint, but if you're here to question whether we're qualified to inherit our master's legacy, we're not going down without a fight.
We're not getting anywhere. What should we do, Traveler?
Hi.
Huh? Oh, it's you.
Elder Tlapo! Oh, we must have disturbed your meditation. Our deepest apologies. Please forgive us.
Did Elder Tlapo just issue a declaration?
From what I can tell, in a single word, the message was... friend?
Is Elder Tlapo telling us to treat Granny Eatsley as a friend?
That's not possible, is it?
Oh, you forget yourselves, my friends. You are esteemed priests of our tribe. Where are your manners?
But Chief!
I didn't expect to see you here, great shaman. My sincere apologies for the lack of hospitality.
Well, I wasn't exactly planning to come to this crowded place. So you can save the pleasantries, Chief. I'd rather get this over with.
Understood. Now, as successors of Huitziling, I understand your friction with Granny Eatsley.
I just realized that Huitsley has Eatsley in it.
Elder Tlapo's declarations have always showed us the correct path. You would do well to respect his counsel. So, mind your manners and allow Granny Eatsley to ask her questions.
Good thing Elder Tlapo and Chief Biram are on our side.
I agree. Holy crap. That was an outer nightmare.
Hi there, Elder Tlapo. Hey, he seems pretty happy to see us.
He's the one who put you in charge of the scroll, right?
Yeah, Elder Tlapo appointed us to the task.
Elder Tlapo, huh? He's still claw to me. Hey, don't pull that cutesy stuff with me. You're an Iktomi Sore Elder now. You occupy an eminent and important position within the tribe.
Was Tloppo her?
So, you already know each other?
Claw was only this big when we first met. He was with
Oh, okay. I thought he.
back then. She kept dragging him to my place, so over time we got to know each other. She only came to my place to fight me. But at the same time, she always claimed to be my friend. She was the only one who dared to try, at least.
Well, you've lived a long time. You've probably made a bunch of friends over the years, right?
The more time you have, the more friends you lose.
Oh,
Anyway, let's get back to business. I hate talking
No
about
wonder
the
she
past.
drinks.
Oh, 200 years and you still haven't given up, Claw? I still haven't made up my mind, so you should head back. Traveler, Paimon, let's go.
I don't know what Claw was talking about, and I'm calling him Claw because it's arguably easier for me to say. I need these. These are for Inefa, I believe. I think Inefa uses those.
Hey there, Chief Biram. Oh, wait. We haven't reached out since the last time we failed the task, huh?
I'm just grateful you haven't forgotten that duty.
Actually, we have good news. We found another clue.
I'm all ears.
It's the Battle of 7 Colors.
Huitzilin's claim to fame? That sounds promising. But the battle took place hundreds of years ago. An investigation is bound to be difficult.
True, but Granny Easterly promised to help.
Is that so? Huh. I've tried seeking her help in the past, but I never managed to coax her out. You should cherish this opportunity.
Hey, don't complain. None of the previous chiefs succeeded either.
Forgive me. That wasn't my intention. It was a comment on my own failings.
Paimon said you've been trying to figure out how to weave the special scroll.
It is my duty, great shaman.
Why bother? The scrolls always end up completed on time. So what's the point of figuring it out for yourself?
If I may, this task concerns the history of Natlan as a whole. And in many ways, history is the memory of a people. Memory is sacred to our tribe. I'm sure a great shaman understands that better than a humble junior like myself. Something this important cannot be left to baseless rumors. I know you don't concern yourself with the daily affairs of the tribe, Granny Easterly. Even so, as a priestess, I trust you wouldn't leave something like that to chance.
I get your point. Of course, the one time I wish you could read my mind, it doesn't work. No, that's not it.
I feel like he's doing it on purpose.
It's not important. Rest assured, Biram, with my help, the Traveler and Paimon will definitely be able to complete the task.
You have my thanks, then.
I got new mail. Navia, you gave me a fun thing. I don't know what it is. Oh, neat. A stamina consumer thingy. All right, you cowards. Tell us what you know.
Huh. So are you here to test whether we're qualified to inherit Master Huitzilin's legacy?
You've already been tested, haven't you? Well, frankly speaking, I don't think any of you are qualified. But that's not why I'm here. All you need to do is be good and answer my questions.
Fine. Ask away.
You've heard of the Battle of 7 Colors, right?
Of course. It's our master's claim to fame. An immortal legend inscribed in the very history of our tribe.
Then I'm sure you know there are those who question whether it actually occurred.
I did hear people arguing about that the other day.
It's disgraceful. How can they question something like that?
It doesn't surprise me. Natlan has had more tourism lately. A lot of people have started getting strange ideas after interacting with Outlanders. After all, everyone who took part in the battle has returned to the ley lines. Without witnesses, it's hard to refute detractors.
Well, it just so happens the questions I want to ask are directly related to the legitimacy of this battle.
Listen, we know you were rivals, but do you really have to question her legacy?
You think she's like you? Someone who can't survive a little scrutiny?
No, of course not.
Then let me finish. During the battle, Wheatsealing most likely used a technique powerful enough to turn the tides of war. I'm sure she was very proud of it. Proud enough to pass it on to her disciples. So, which one of you inherited that technique?
I don't think any of us have heard of it.
What?
Listen, I'm not trying to take it for myself, so be honest. With or without it, I can wipe the floor with any of you.
Yeah, no objections there. But I'm telling the truth. None of us have ever heard of that technique.
What's wrong with her? Why would she let it go extinct?
Master's body of work is massive. No one student could hope to learn all her techniques. Mastering just a few already takes a lot of effort. Master had no choice but to recruit many students, split up what she knew into different portions, and pass it down through various individuals. So even though we see ourselves as representatives of Wheatsealing's school of shamanism, what we know isn't the sum of her legacy. Actually, I know of a shaman family that inherited some of Master's techniques. The family fell on hard times and lost the right to the priesthood. Still could be worth a shot.
But if they inherited Wheatsealing's secret technique, shouldn't the family be thriving?
Well, it's the only thing I can think of.
All right, give me their address.
I'll mark it out on your map.
To be honest, I'm not optimistic about the future of this investigation.
As expected, I went through the horde and I didn't get hit. I've seen your base. That kind of makes sense.
That's because the request came from you. You don't know the power of your own words, do you?